in the fucking in the
Our
country,
party's platform.
right? But dude, but they fucking her thing is God. Look at the crosses, right? Look at the crazy fucking crosses on her thing, right? She has these crazy like 4-inch crosses dangling while she attacks transgender people. Like, look at that. You see her crosses? Now let's go to Nancy Mace's fucking Twitter. Okay, let's go to her Twitter real quick. Okay, look at this. And her with her 4-inch crosses, and what is she doing? She's attacking the transgender woman who got elected to Congress. Look at that shit. Look at those crazy fucking crosses, right? And what is she doing? She's probably posting shit attacking Sarah McBride. When the left is spending so much energy responding to it, they're winning. No, dirty grubs. I think that, like, I think they have to fight. I feel like the left here hasn't fought, right? You're saying in Norway you have like the Christian party that does shit, but we have a lot of Christians here that are eating this shit up, bro. And like, I feel like we need to fight it. It fucking pisses me off, right? All I'm saying is you should focus on the real issues. Yeah, I mean, it would be nice. The rich can no longer be tamed. They are way too far gone in their own worlds, too entitled, too convinced they've earned and therefore deserve their wealth, right? And would rather burn the entire planet and kill off 5 billion people than give up that wealth, right? Like Jeff Bezos thinks he's earned it. He has forgotten about the 100,000 employees that work every fucking day, that generate wealth. And they are so entitled that they literally don't care. All right, but look at this. Where is it? Look at this shit. Okay, workers lost $3.7 trillion. It's not even a solvent business, but he's got a stock ticker that's worth billions. It's a fraud. We have billionaires. There's like 14 billionaires in the cabinet. Dude, hold on. We gotta fucking tweet real quick. There we go. Let's go. Dude, that shit is crazy, bro. Like, dude, this shit is nuts. A lot of our voting power has been diluted for a long fucking time. You know what I mean? So here's the deal, boss. Just so whatever, real uni, I do want to address what you said there, right? Is you said that the deal about this is this, okay? Is this, boss? Is here's the deal, real unit, that you have to understand. Your religion, it doesn't exist, okay? Your God doesn't exist. It exists to you. You choose to create a God that exists in your mind, and you have chosen to read a book that tells you stories about that God, and you have chosen to create that scenario in your own head with a bunch of other people that have created it, and you live according to that thing as though you made up a Harry Potter story or some other parable. But it doesn't actually exist. It's not real. And you know what I'm saying? And until that God shows up and like raises the dead like Lazarus, okay, it will not exist and it will not be real. And so the thing about it is those of us that don't create it, right? We are not required to believe your fucking fantasy, right? And you don't have to be sorry. I'm gonna fucking kick you out of my chat because I don't like your condescending bullshit, which is what those of you who make up that fake shit tend to do. Right? Because you're kind of like mentally ill, right? Fuck off. There you go. And that's the thing you got to realize. Like, if you want to create a God and you want to read the Bible and reinforce this idea of a God, you are allowed to do that. But when you start like saying, oh, you feel sorry for those of us that don't do it, and you start getting into that arrogant fucking shit, where now we have to be brought into your delusion, okay? And it's ironic too, right? Did he say anything that bad? It's not about bad, boss, right? For me, it's not about bad. You know what I'm saying? I ban people not because they say bad shit. I ban people because I just don't want them around. I don't want fucking like sort of like Christian people. There's no reason for a Christian person to be here unless they're trying to like infect me with their Christianity. I get rid of them. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that attitude, as is my First Amendment right to keep that shit clean, right? Let's go. And dude, I'm offended by this shit, okay? Because we just watch an example of like this crazy fucking religious person, and then this person's like telling me like, oh yeah, because they what they do is they subtly sit there and try to erode your shit, right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, we know how it is, boss. We've been around that block before, all right? And it's always gamers. I used to be a gaming influencer, and there's a lot of like weird fucking Christian gamers and shit, right? Even though half the population is Christian here, you never hear about it. Yeah, I mean, dude, I envy you, boss. But in America, we have a Christianity problem. Because let me, for example, you ready? Let me, for example, let's just look at it. Like the fighting in America, the big Christian fight is around transgender people. Okay, now Christians in America will say this. You ready? Now follow me on that. Okay, Christians in America will say transgender people don't exist. Transgender people are an ideology, is what they'll say. And they'll say that you can't force me to believe your delusion that a man can become a woman. That is their line of attack, okay? You won't force them to the delusion of transgender ideology. But you ready? I can show you transgender people. I know some. I've known some. There's one in our family. I can show you transgender women who were born with a penis that actually have a vagina now. They exist. I can show you transgender women, people that were born women that are now men, okay? That you see them and you know it's a man and they are having babies. We have proof of that. It exists. You can touch them and talk to them. You could have sex with them and you could marry them. They exist. Now, simultaneously, if we were to say the same thing that they say about transgender people, they say they don't exist. They say they're not going to be like agree with that delusion, but we can show them, well, here they are, they exist. We have historical record of them existing all through time. So we showing you the proof and they're like, no, we're ignoring the proof. But those same motherfucking people with their Bibles will, when I say to them, dude, I'm not buying into your fucking delusion. You've made up this God, and it's okay that you make up that God, but I don't have to pretend like it's real because it's not fucking real. They can never actually bring me the proof, okay? If they could bring me the God, if they could bring God or Jesus or raise the dead and do it in front of me, if they could bring them into the room, I would buy in, okay? You know what I'm saying? I mean, and if there really is a God at the end and he's like, oh, how dare you? I'll be like, you created me and I told you all you had to do was show up. So don't get fucking mad at me that you never showed up. You made me this way, you don't show up, and now you're gonna say it's my fault? Like, fuck you, bro. Like, fuck off, dude. At that point, them fighting words, you know what I mean? But like, you know what I'm saying? But they can't produce the thing. And that's what they do, though. They have a non-producible thing that then they get to take actual reality and say, no, this is not right. That transgender person with the vagina that you just showed me is not a real thing because my thing that I can't ever prove has trumped your shit, right? The thing that I can't prove that nobody knows exists, but I swear to God it really does, that takes precedence over all of your science and everything that you show me in the real world. And dude, that is a mental illness that is trying to take power over this fucking physical world we live in. You show them the science of the transgender person, and then they want to say, no, we get to ignore the science because we're with that invisible thing that nobody can prove. And then what do? Exactly what Corinder says here. You go all around the world and people are killing each other over their invisible things. And now you have the three major religions, Christianity, Islam, and Judaism, and they're all murdering each other over which one is really the real thing. Which one really has the relationship with the invisible thing that nobody can fucking prove. And then all of those religions oppress the shit out of people in some way, shape, or form. And it's like, fuck you, okay? when you think that you get to create something that doesn't exist, and then you get to deny the actual physical reality we share because you have some punch ticket from your made up shit, bro. It's like, bro, you know what I mean? It is frustrating. And then we go and look at religion, or we look at online and we see this shit. We see our leaders fucking doing this stuff, bro. And it's fucking crazy. That's why anybody who's in a sort of devout kind of like, oh, I'm sorry you feel that way about Christianity. I don't even want them in my chat, dude. I want them gone, bro. I do. I feel like it's an infection, bro. It's like, I'm going to take some ivermectin and just make them disappear. Dude, the shit is fucked up, bro. Yeah, I don't have any patience for it anymore. I don't, man. It's fucking, you know what I'm saying? It is like literally killing with them. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't think Christians have like taken away women's right to, you know, bodily autonomy, right? I don't think the Christians in Norway are openly talking about eradicating transgender people, right? You know, and so you guys, you don't have the same shit. The Christians in your country aren't trying to harm your people, you know? I mean, if we had Christians that just quietly did their religion and didn't fucking try to control the rest of us, I think we would be, you know what I mean? Dude, I think we would be very, like, we would be very understanding, right? Dude, they are. Dude, Tourmaline said exactly. They are on some modern day witch trial shit, dude. This is like a modern day witch trial, okay? This shit. She's like saying to this guy, there's a fucking meeting where she's talking to somebody running for the head of the Democratic Party, and she's trying to like turn it into like, you're not obeying God, and I am obeying God, and we are obeying God, and so therefore, if you're not obeying God, you're the devil, and like, so, you know what I mean? That's crazy fucking shit, bro. But all right, we gotta can't get off track, because I know I can go off on this forever. But watch this, okay? You ready? Watch this, dude. Oh, are you talking about Pastor Locke? Dude, that guy's crazy, bro.